Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the new SSLC exam pattern, instructions and mathematics model paper, which was shared by Karnataka Secondary Education Examination Board. Recently, Mr. Suresh Kumar made it clear that SSLC exam will be conducted, but with new exam pattern. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe and please do watch the complete video and make yourself prepare for upcoming board exam. We'll see the new examination pattern. This year SSLC exam consists of two papers. Both the papers will be objective type, which is multiple choice questions. Paper 1 consists of core subjects. Section A is mathematics, section B is science, section C is social. Each subject have 40 marks multiple choice questions. Total 120 multiple choice questions for 120 marks. Paper 2 consists of languages. Section A first language, section B second language, section C third language. We have 120 multiple choice questions for 120 marks even for languages. Let us start with the first model paper given by Karnataka board in mathematics subject. We have 40 questions and we are going to start with the first question. I have given Sn is equal to 3n plus 5 and asking to find d. D in arithmetic progression is nothing but common difference. Sn is equal to 3n plus 5. We all know that first term, sum to first term and first term are always equal. And sum to second term is equal to first term plus second term. If you know these basic things, then we can easily solve the problem. So we will replace Sn with S1 because we have to find the sum to first term. So 3 times 1 plus 5, which is nothing but 3 ones are 3 plus 5 is 8. So and also we are going to replace n with 2 because we have to know the second term. 3 times 2 plus 5 is equal to 3 2s are 6 plus 5 is 11. As I told, S2 is A1 plus A2. S2 value already we found out, which is 11. And A1 is nothing but sum to first term, which is nothing but 8, and I am replacing A1 with 8 plus A2. So 11 plus 8 moves the other side will become minus 8, and we are going to get A2 here, which is nothing but 11 minus 8 is 3. I know A1, which is nothing but 8, and I know A2, which is nothing but 3. In the question they are asking to find D. We all know that D value is A2 minus A1. D is equal to A2, we got it as 3, and A1 we got it as 8. So 3 minus 8 value is minus 5. Correct option for this question is minus 5. Second question, the length of the diagonal of a rhombus are 16 centimeters and 12 centimeters. Then the length of the side of a rhombus is. We all know that diagonals of a rhombus cut each other at 90 degrees. So this one I am assuming as O, and it will be 90 degrees. D1 is given as 16 centimeters. BD is 16. Obviously, BO will be off of 16, which is 8 centimeters. D2 diagonal to AC is 12, and OC will become off of 12, which is 6. Based on Pythagoras triad, 6, 8, and the hypotenuse will become 10 centimeters, which is the side of a rhombus. Correct option for this question is 10 centimeters. 6x minus 2y plus 9 is equal to 0. And 3x minus y plus 12 is equal to 0 are two lines which are coincident, parallel, intersecting and perpendicular. So to find the type of the lines, we have to compare the ratio. So first line is 6x minus 2y plus 9 is equal to 0. And second line is 3x minus y plus 12 is equal to 0. So comparison of ratio is A1 by A2, which is nothing but 6 by 3. B1 by B2. B1 and B2 are the quotient of y, minus 2 by minus 1. And C1 by C2 is equal to 9 by 12. So 3 1s are 3 2s are negative cancel 2. So A1 by A2 and B1 by B2 are equal, but C1 by C2 which is not equal to C1 by C2. So this is the condition for parallel line. So correct option for this question is parallel line, B option. Fourth question, a straight line passing through a point on a circle is tangent, secant, radius and diameter. We all know that a straight line passing through a circle touching at one point. This is a circle, and a line touching at one point. So a point means one point. If a line touches a circle at one point, it's called tangent. So correct option for this question is A, tangent. Of a cone, and if you see the right side of the screen, funnel looks like this. It is a combination of frustum and cylinder. So correct option for this question is B, cylinder. Question, given data. Based on the above data, we have to find the sum of lower limits of the median class and modal class. If you see the right side of the screen, they have given the data. Here median class lies between 10 to 15 and modal class lies between 15 to 20, because modal class is nothing but most number of repeated frequency. So sum of lower limit, 10 is the lower limit for median and 15 is the lower limit for mode. So sum of lower limits of median and mode will become 10 plus 15, which is 25. So correct option here is B. Seventh question, if the height and the length of the shadow of a man are same, the angle of elevation of the sun is. Clearly, we have to draw a right angle triangle, and AB is the height of the man and BC is his shadow are equal. So I am assuming AB as X and BC is also X, because they clearly mentioned in the question both are same, equal, height and shadow. So we will take the tangent ratio. We all know that tan A is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So tan A is equal to opposite of A is X, which I assume, and adjacent is also X. X by X is always equal to 1. So if tan A is 1, angle A will be 45 degrees. The positive value of K, for which both the equation x square plus kx plus 64 is equal to 0 and x square minus 8x plus k is equal to 0 have real roots is. So we have to find the value of K on this equation. For a quadratic equation to have a real roots, the discriminant must be greater than or equal to 0. So first quadratic equation is x square plus kx plus 64 is equal to 0. We all know that discriminant is b square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. So a value is 1, b is k and c is 64. And we will get k square minus 256, because 4 times 1 times 64 is 256. So obviously k square is greater than or equal to 256. So k will be greater than 16. And also k will be less than or equal to minus 16. So we will get k value here for first equation. Moving to the second equation is x square minus 8x plus k is equal to 0. So discriminant b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So b square is, b is here minus 8, which is nothing but 64, minus 8 square is 64, minus 0 into 1 into k is 4 into 1 into k is 4k is greater than or equal to 0. Obviously k will become less than or equal to 16. I am assuming this as first equation, second equation, and this one as first equation. The value of k that satisfies the both condition is when k is equal to 16. So the correct option for this question is D, 16. The coordinates of a point on the x-axis which lies on the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining 7, 6 and minus 3, 4 are. So there are 4 options. We have to find the correct option. So there are 2 points, A 7, 6 and B minus 3, 4. So there is let P x, y be a point on the perpendicular bisector of AB. So we all know that perpendicular bisector means which divides the line exactly in two halves. So P will be the point which divides the line AB exactly 2 halves. So based on the condition of the question, I will write PA is equal to PB. The distance between P and A and P and B are equal. So we will use the distance formula. We all know the distance formula between 2 points is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, which is also equal to PB. So distance formula for PB. For PB it will be x1 y1 x2 y2. For PA it will be x1 y1 x2 y2. After applying the formula, we will get a linear equation as x minus y is equal to 3. Linear equation has x minus y is equal to 3. In the question it's clearly mentioned it is a point on x-axis. So we all know that on x-axis y coordinate will be 0. So x minus 0 is equal to 3, x is equal to 3. So the required point here is 3, 0. B is the correct option. 40 degrees. The angle at the center of the circle between the two radii is. So we have to find BOA, the angle O in this problem. I have taken the picture in the right side of the screen. To find the answer, we have to use this angle sum property of a quadrilateral. We all know that sum of 4 angles in a quadrilateral is equal to 360 degrees. So one of the property in circles is the tangent drawn to a circle and radius are perpendicular to each other. So angle B will be 90 degrees. Also angle A is 90. So angle A value is 90 because the tangent and radius are perpendicular to each other. Angle B is 90, same reason. But angle BOA, which is nothing but the center of the circle between the two radius, angle P is 40 degrees, which is given in the question, which is equal to 360 degrees. 90 plus 90 plus 40 gives you 220, plus angle O is 360 degrees. So angle O or angle BOA, which is same, is equal to 360 minus 220 gives you 140 degrees. So correct option for this question is C. 12th question. Given a triangle with side PQ is equal to 8 cm, to get a line PQ dash is 3/4 of PQ, divided the line segment PQ in the ratio. So this Q dash is a point between PQ. I am drawing a line for better understanding. This is the point PQ, this is a line PQ, and Q dash is a point dividing PQ. They have given PQ is 8 centimeters, which is given mentioned in the question, and PQ dash is 3/4 of PQ. This part is 3/4 of PQ. We all know that PQ is 8 centimeters. So this is 8 centimeters. So 3/4 of 8 is nothing but 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 3 times 2 is 6 centimeters. So this part of a line is 6 centimeters. Obviously, the other part will be 2 centimeters because the total length of PQ is 8, PQ dash is 6, and Q dash Q will be 2 centimeters. They are asking to find the ratio of PQ dash and Q dash Q, which is nothing but 6:2 is also equal to 3:1. So correct option for this question is D, 3:1. Question. All triangles are similar. Is scale and triangles are similar, isosceles triangle are similar, or equilateral triangles are similar? Correct option for this question is equilateral. The reason is, in equilateral triangle, all angles will be equal and sides are proportional. If you take any two equilateral triangle, their angles will be equal, which is 60 degrees, and their sides are proportional. So correct option for this question is C, equilateral triangle. 14th question. If A is 10 and D is 10, then the value of A5 is. In arithmetic progression, first term is represented with A, 10, and common difference is represented with D, which is given as 10. They are asking to find the fifth term in the arithmetic progression, which is nothing but A plus 4D. Nth term in arithmetic progression is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. So fifth term is A plus 5 minus 1, which is nothing but 4D. So A is first term is given as 10 and D common difference is given as 10 in the question. 10 plus 40, which is 50. The correct option for this question is D, 50. 15th question. The formula to find the lateral surface area of a sphere is. There are four options. We will look into each option. 1/3 pi r square h. This is the formula for volume of cone. C option is pi r into r plus L. This is the total surface area of a cone formula. 3 pi r square is total surface area of a hemisphere. So 4 pi r square is the formula for the lateral surface area of a sphere. Correct option here is B. 16th question. The cumulative frequency table is useful in determining, of course, median. So correct option for 16th question is C. 20th question. A ladder leaning against a wall makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal. If the foot of the ladder is 2.5 meters away from the wall, find the length of the ladder. We are going to find the length of the ladder in this problem. To make our work easy, I am going to draw a diagram. AB, according to the question, AB is a wall and AC is the ladder, which is 2.5 meters away from the wall, making 60 degrees with the horizontal. This is the diagrammatic representation for the question. So the relation between the hypotenuse and adjacent. The 2.5 BC is adjacent to 60 degrees and AC ladder, which is hypotenuse. The relation between hypotenuse and adjacent is cos. So cos 60 is given by the formula adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos 60 value we all know, it is 1 by 2. Adjacent to 60 degrees is 2.5 meters and I don't know hypotenuse, which is the length of the ladder. So we will cross multiplication. Hypotenuse times 1 is hypotenuse. 2.5 times 2 is 5. So correct option for this problem is C, 5 meters. 18th question. The value of secant square 42 minus cosecant square 48 is. Clearly this is a complementary angle question. We'll see the complementary angles. Complementary angle for sine is cos and complementary angle for cos is sine. Tan 90 minus theta is cot theta, cot 90 minus theta is tan theta. Secant 90 minus theta is cosecant and complementary angle for cosecant is secant. If you know this, we can easily solve this problem. So question is secant square 42 minus cosecant square 48. So we will apply complementary angles for any one of this value. So secant square 90 minus 48. I am representing 42 as 90 minus 48. 90 minus 48 value is 42. Okay, why I am writing only 90 minus 48? Because complementary angle. In complementary angle 90 degrees should be there. So minus cosecant square 48. As we already know that secant 90 minus theta is nothing but cosecant theta. So secant square 90 minus 48 will be cosecant square 48. Cosecant square 48 minus cosecant square 48 will be equal to 0. So same value minus same value. So correct option for this question is A, 0. 19th question. The value of the pair of linear equation x plus y is equal to 14 and x minus y is equal to 4 are. The correct option for this question is C. X is 9 and y is 5 is the correct option. We'll check why this C option is correct. The first equation is x plus y is equal to 14 and second equation is x minus y is equal to 4. We are going to replace this x and y in first equation and second equation. If both are satisfying, then answer C is the correct. So x is 9 and y is 5, which is nothing but 14. Yes, it is satisfying the first equation. And I am replacing x value with 9 and y value with 5, which is nothing but 4. 9 minus 5 is 4, which is the right hand side. So 9 and 5 are satisfying both the equations. So correct option for this question is C, 9, 5. Whereas if you replace A, B, and D, it is not satisfying. So 9 and 5 are the correct option for this question. The tangent at any point of a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So the basic question. 20th question, correct answer is B, perpendicular. Moving on to the 21st question. Length of the median through C of a triangle ABC with A4, 9, B2, 3 and C6, 5 is. So if you see the right side of the screen, I have drawn a triangle based on the question. Here I am representing C because the median is passing through C and AB are the other points. A point is represented with 4, 9 and B is represented with 2, 3. C is given as 6, 5. So I am representing the point D. Always median divides the base exactly in 2 halves. So D will be the midpoint of AB. So you all know the midpoint formula. So midpoint formula is given by x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. Here 4 is x1 and 9 is y1. 2, 3 can be represented as x2 by 2. Replacing in the formula, we will get as 4 plus 2 by 2 and 9 plus 3 by 2, which is nothing but 6 by 2 and 12 by 2. 6 by 2 can be written as 3 and 12 by 2 can be written as 6. So the point D is represented with 3, 6. So now they are asking to find the length of the median through C. So the length of the median, the red line is the median. To find the length of the median ACD, we have to use the distance formula. So our target is to find the length of the median, which is represented as CD in the diagram, which is given by the formula root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So distance between 2 points C and D is given by the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. We will represent 6, 5 as x1, y2 and D point as x2, y2. Replacing in the values in the formula, we'll get as 3 minus 6 whole square plus y2 is 6 minus 5 whole square. 3 minus 6 value is minus 3. Moving on to 22nd question. The roots of the equation x square minus 3x plus 10 is equal to 0 are. So there are 4 options. We are going to find out the correct option among the 4. To find the roots of a quadratic equation, there are 3 ways. One is completing square method, formula method and factorization method. We are going to use factorization, which is a simple method out of 3. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Factorization method is nothing but splitting the middle term. Minus 3x can be splitted into minus 5x plus 2x. Minus 5x and 2x gives you minus 3x. So first 2 terms and second 2 terms I will make as a pair, and I will take x common in the first 2 terms and 2 common in the last 2 terms, which gives you 2 times x minus 5. 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 5 is 10. So in both cases x minus 5 is the common, and I will write as x plus 2, which is equal to 0. So equating each factor with 0, so x value will become 5 and x value become minus 2. Correct option is B, 5 or minus 2. 23rd question. Sin square A plus cos square A value is 1. So this is the basic simple identity in trigonometry. So B, 1 is the correct option. Moving on to the 25th question. Sides of 2 similar triangles are in the ratio 4:9. Areas of this triangle are in the ratio. So we are going to find out the correct option among these 4. We know the basic theorem in the similar triangles. If 2 triangles are similar, then the ratio of the areas of the triangle will be proportional to the squares of the ratios of their corresponding sides. So they are asking to find the area of triangle ABC by area of triangle PQR, and given the sides are in the ratio 4/9 whole square. So 4 square is 16, 9 square is 81. So correct option among these 4 is 16:81. D is the correct answer. 26th question. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? We all know that the least 2-digit number is 10 and highest 2-digit number is 99. So the question is, they're asking to find not all the 2-digit numbers. They're asking to find the 2-digit numbers divisible by 3. How many 2-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So 10 is not divisible by 3. 11 is not divisible by 3. 12 is the least number which is divisible by 3. Followed by 15, 18, so on, 99. So this is the series which are divisible by 3. 2-digit numbers divisible by 3. How many 2-digit numbers? To find the number of 2-digit numbers from 12 to 99 which are divisible by 3, you have to use the nth term formula. Nth term formula is given by a plus n minus 1 into b. Nth term is always represented as L, which is given as 99 in the question, and a is represented with first term. Well, I don't know how many terms, I will write as it is n minus 1, and d is the common difference. Common difference is given by the formula a2 minus a1. 15 minus 12, which is nothing but 3. I am replacing the value of d here, 3. So basic calculations. So 3 times n is 3n and 3 times 1 is 3. 12 minus 3 is nothing but 9 plus 3n. So 12 minus 3 is 9 plus 3n. 99 minus 9 plus 9, the moves to the other side will become minus 9. 99 minus 9 is 90. So I want the value of n, which is nothing but 90 by 3 is 30. So how many 2-digit numbers are there which are divisible by 3? Answer is 30. So D is the correct option. 27th question. The distance between the points 2, 3 and 4, 1 is. We all know the distance between the 2 points formula root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The 2 points here are 2, 3 and 4, 1. We have to represent these points with x1, y1 and x2, y2 so that there will not be any confusion. x2 here is 4 and x1 is 2, 4 minus 2 whole square. y2 is 1 and y1 is 3 whole square. 4 minus 2 is 2 square, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 square. We all know that 2 square value is 4 and minus 2 square will also be plus 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 can be written as 4 times 2. 4 2s are 8, right? What is the square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2. So 2 root 2 is the correct option. A is the answer. 28th question. The relation between mean, mode and median for a frequency distribution is mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 mean. C is the correct option. 29th question. The value of sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30 cos 60 is. So we are going to use the trigonometric angles here. Sin 60 cos 30 plus sin 30 and cos 60. So we are going to replace the values of sin 60. Sin 60 value is root 3 by 2 and cos 30 value is also root 3 by 2. So I have made a video on all the chapters formulas. Please have a look in the description. Sin 30 is 1 by 2 and cos 60 is also equal to 1 by 2. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 and 2 2s are 4 plus 1 1s are 1, 2 2s are 4. So LCM will be 4 and I will add the numerators. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 by 4 value will be 1. So correct option for this question is A, 1. 30th question. The quadratic equation 2x square plus ky plus 3 is equal to 0 have equal roots. Then the value of k is. If the roots are equal, then discriminant will be equal to 0. Discriminant formula is b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. The quadratic equation given in the question is 2x square plus ky plus 3 is equal to 0. So here a is equal to 2, b is equal to k and c is equal to 3. We are going to replace the a, b, c value in the formula, discriminant formula. So b square, k square, b is k and b square will be k square. For a value is 2, I am going to replace the value of a as 2 and c as 3 which is equal to 0. K square minus 4 2s are 8, 8 3s are 24 is equal to 0. K square will become 24 and k will be root 24. Correct option for this question is A, root 24. 33rd question. The formula to find the area of a circle is. Such a easy and basic question. A, pi r square. Pi r square is the formula to find the area of a circle. 34th question. The distance between the origin and coordinates of a point AB is. We know the distance between the two points, which is given by root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Origin point will be represented with 0, 0, which is the intersection of x-axis and y-axis, and the other point is as given in the question as AB. We have to represent the first point with x1, y1 and second point as x2, y2, and we will replace in the formula. So x2 minus x1 is a minus 0 whole square plus y2 minus y1, b minus 0 whole square. This can be represented as a minus 0 is a itself, b minus 0 is b itself. So a square root over a square plus b square. Correct option here is D. Now to 35th question. The median class of the following distribution is. They have given the table and we are going to find the median class. To find the median class, we have to find the value of n by 2, where n is the total number of frequency. 4 plus 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 12 plus 8 plus 4 will be equal to 50. 50 by 2 value is 25 and this 25 lies between the frequency 30 to 40. So the median class will be 30 to 40. B is the correct option. 36th question. If the area of two similar triangles are equal, then they are congruent. So always two similar triangles, if they are equal, then they are congruent. B is the correct option. 37th question. The sum of AP 2, 7, 12 till 10 terms is. We are going to find the sum of 10 terms. Formula to find sum to n terms is Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where n is the Number of terms, A is the first term and D is the common difference. Let us replace the values here. S 10 because they are asking to find the sum to 10 terms. N by 2 means 10 by 2 into 2A. A is first term which is given as 2 plus N minus 1. 10 minus 1. N is given as, they are asking to find 10 terms. So 10 minus 1 is 9 and common difference will be 5. So 2, 7 difference is 5 and 12 and 7 difference is 5. I just replaced the basic values in the formula. 10 by 2 is 5, 2 2s are 4 and 9 5s are 45. So sum to n terms is 5 into 49. 4 plus 45 is 49. So 49 into 5 is 245. So sum to 10 terms is 245. Correct option here is, oh, surprisingly there is no correct option in this question. So please make a note of it. The correct answer for this question is 245, students. Moving to 38th question. L is 8, breadth is 4 and height is 5 centimeters. Then find the volume of a cuboid. We all know the volume of a cuboid formula as length into breadth into height. So length is given as 8 centimeters, breadth is given as 4 centimeters and height is given as 5. 8 5s are 40, 44s are 160. So answer is 160 cubic centimeters. Always volume is represented in cubic units. So B 160 is 39th question. 8 pants and 12 t-shirts together rupees 200. Express this situation algebraically. Let us represent the pants as X. Pants is equal to X and t-shirts will represent with Y. So unknown quantity are taken as X and Y for pants and shirts respectively, and the total cost together is 200. So 8 pants can be taken as 8X and 12 shirts will be taken as 12Y. Put together is 200. So algebraically we can write the given expression as 8X plus 12Y is equal to 200. Option A is the correct answer. 40th question. So last question of the question paper. 3 sin A is equal to 18. They are asking to find cosecant A. We all know that cosecant A is the reciprocal for sin A. Cosecant is 1 by sin A. Here sin A is equal to 18 by 3. 3 sin A. When multiplication goes to the other side will become division. And sin and cosecant are reciprocal to each other. If sin is 18 by 3, cosecant will become the reciprocal 3 by 18. Correct option for this question is B, 3 by 18.